Hello, this is Ehsan Ashfaq. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I have been away from YouTube for an year or so, but now as I have felt the need of preparing some video lectures for my students, so I thought this is the right time to start the proceedings again. Okay, now this series of video tutorials would be related to MS Excel, which is one of the mostly used tool developed by Microsoft. Initially, these tutorials would be for beginners who are dealing with the Excel for the first time, and I will be discussing small and minor things from that perspective. I will be using MS Excel 2007. Now students, the reason for choosing this version of MS Excel is that it is very basic and covers almost all the basic functionalities and features of Excel. Now it's up to the students. They may use 2010, 2013 or 2016 version. Okay, so let's straight away go to Excel and start our learning. I have already installed the MS Office suite, which contains the MS Excel as well. Here I click on it. Here I have it. I click on it and it has okay, it has opened the Excel interface. Now in this first tutorial we need to get ourselves familiar with this interface. The first thing you need to remember that by clicking on the Excel icon, Excel has actually opened up a workbook for us and it has named it book 1. Here you can see it. It has named it book 1, right? A workbook can be understood by comparing it with a normal notebook. Just like a normal notebook contains different pages, the Excel workbook contains different sheets. Here you can see that by default it has given us 3 sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. By default, it has, as I told you, it has given us 3 sheets. Currently, we are on sheet 1. As you can see, the sheet 1 is selected, but we can easily shift between the sheets, just like I clicked it on sheet 2, sheet 3, and coming back to sheet 1. Okay, we will be talking about sheets later on, but right now, let's understand what a sheet is. Remember that basically an Excel sheet is a combination of columns and rows. Here you can see these A, B, C, D, E, F, G, these all are columns, right? And if you can see vertically, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are different rows. Now an Excel sheet is, as I told you, is a combination of rows and columns. Now in the intersection of these rows and columns we have these cells, or we can simply say that an Excel sheet is a combination of multiple cells. And what is a cell? A cell is an intersection of rows and columns. Now how you actually name a cell or how you can identify a cell. Now for example, I have clicked on this one. As you can see that right now I have selected this cell. Now this cell is actually in column E and the corresponding column is E and the corresponding row is 3. So we'll say that we are currently on cell E3. And how do you verify it? You can see that in the name box the name E3 is written. Similarly, if I go to any other cell, for example this one, you can see this is the corresponding column of this cell is A and the corresponding cell, the corresponding row, of this cell is 6. So we'll say that we are in A6 cell. Okay, so these are the basics about an Excel sheets. Now let's have a look at the other things which the Excel interface is giving us. On right here on the top, on the left top corner, we have this office button. By clicking on this office button we get these options: new, open, save, save as. We can actually perform different operations on Excel files. I'll be discussing it in detail in the upcoming videos as well. Just besides this we have this quick access toolbar, in which we have multiple options which we can directly and quickly access. From here we can select different options depending upon our requirement, that what are the options which we want on the quick access toolbar. This one is this book 1. This book 1 is actually the name of the currently open file of MS Excel, and we can, if when we rename it, we will see that this book 1 would be changed to the newly name allotted to the MS Excel file. And this bar is basically called the title bar, and then underneath the title bar we have different tabs. These are different tabs which provide you with bundle of options which you can perform while manipulating your data in MS Excel. This is the ribbon. This entire portion is called the ribbon, and inside the ribbon we have different groups. Now, like for example, right now we are in home tab, and inside the home tab we have these different groups. This is the clipboard group, this is a font group, this is an alignment group, and in each group we get the multiple related items, right? Then this A6, as you can see when I have moved the cursor over here, it is showing me this is called the name box. Right? It can actually contains the name of the cell which we have currently selected, right? You need to remember these small things. Then this one is the formula bar, one of the most important thing you need to understand, and the mostly used bar of MS Excel. Remember, whatever formula we write in any cell of MS Excel, this will be visible over here, and we have the option we can write the formula inside the cell or on this formula bar. These are the same thing. So whatever formula is written, you can see on this formula bar. Okay, this black symbol which you can see that I have right now selected the cell H6. Now and right now I have selected the cell I6. This is actually our active cell. This black border is actually showing your active cell. By active cell we mean the cell in which currently we are actually manipulating our data, writing any formula or performing any formatting on the data, right? We can select multiple cells as well. If you can see, we have selected multiple cells. Okay, these A, B, C, D and so on are the column headings, while these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the row headings, right? Okay, and this is the vertical scroll bar, right? And this one is the horizontal scroll bar, right? Okay, these are three different views, and they are called view shortcuts. You can actually select, for example, okay, we will be talking in detail about them. So these are different views. They are actually zoom control. You can see by clicking on this zoom, you can increase or decrease the zoom rate of your Excel sheet. And these are actually the sheet tabs. You can see right now we have 3 sheets, so we have 3 tabs. We can increase the number of sheets, so the number of tabs will be increased as well. As you can see now, I have clicked on this icon, insert worksheet icon, and now it has shown me the 4 different tabs, right? Okay, and this is actually this bar. You should be focusing on the cursor. This is the status bar. By status bar we mean it is showing the status of our document. Right now it is showing ready, means our document is ready for processing or for performing any sort of operations, right? So this is actually the interface of the Excel. This cross button, by clicking on this cross button, it will actually close the currently opened book of the Excel, and these are actually as you can see, this is the restore button. By clicking on it, you can actually minimize or you can actually restore it to the normal window size. You can see it's maximized, and over from here you can actually minimize the like for example, when I click it, it has actually minimized the Excel book, right? So these are the basics things you need to understand about the interface. This is it about that video. We will be now actually starting how we can perform different sort of operations in the coming videos. Stay tuned. Thank you, students.